what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Bruja Africana, coming to y'all with another tarot read. Go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel, as I don't want to hold you all very long because this might be a lengthy reading, and then again, it might not be. But I do have a whole lot of cards pulled. Thank you and welcome to my new subscribers and to those of you who are viewing my videos for the first time. And welcome back to my returning subscribers and my returning viewers. Thank you all so much for following and help build my channel. I really appreciate it. And as you all continue to subscribe, I will continue to put content out for you and continue to expand. But let's go ahead and get into this reading. As this one, I don't I don't like that I'm doing this reading. This reading is on two of my favorite people, on one of my favorite couples. No, not that I have couple goals for them or none of no shit like that. No, but these two people, I felt like they were cut from a Bartholomew's cloth and crafted for each other. And I'm sad to see these things going on for the two of them. But I can say that I'm not surprised. Who am I talking about, y'all? We talking about Cardi B and Offset. We know that they have had their ups and downs in their 5 to 6 year marriage, or they may have been married a little bit longer than that. It might be about 7 years now. Um, but they've had some trying times in their marriage, and they've overcome a lot of things and a lot of obstacles and a lot of shit that was thrown against them. And personally, me, I'm rooting for them. I am rooting for Cardi and Offset to work this out. But as a woman, I know that when we are done, we are done. When we have gotten to the place where we feel like shit ain't working and shit ain't moving, we will move around. And that's exactly what Cardi's cards and Cardi and Offset's cards are revealing. Cardi is ready for a new beginning. Not that she doesn't care about her marriage, not that she's over it, and we're going to get into all of that, but I want to reiterate, it's not that she is tired of the marriage, but she's tired of the state of the marriage, and she is ready for something new, something fresh, something to shift and change in that marriage. And if it doesn't, she's going to use all of her resources and things to, make sure her and her kids are fine. Not only that, and I'm probably wrong about this one, because each of these cards do represent new things, the birth of new things. But y'all, these two cards came out first. I think Cardi might be pregnant again and might be deeply in her emotions. This might be what's going on. Now, I'm not saying that things are not happening in their marriage that is causing her to be like, hold up, nigga, because that's exactly what's going on. But what I am saying is Cardi might be pregnant and she might be being a bit emotional right now. So where's that? I am doing this reading. I don't want to jump the gun and be like, oh, they gonna get da 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 da. Because, tarot is subjective. And I hope that this is just what this is. This is just me having conjecture with you all through the cards, through what Spirit has told me is going on. Now we'll go ahead and get off into their reading and go into Cardi's thoughts and the thought process surrounding this. Cardi B is like having a awakening moment. She's 31 years old. I say that that light bulb is switching in her head. She's having that moment where most of us have when we hit 30 and we grow up, or we hit 31 or 32. Some of us, it happens too at 35. That light bulb or that switch flips, and you know that things are not working or things need to progress and change, or she's having some real self-evaluation moments. Everything that she is feeling and is experiencing is not necessarily surrounding Offset in her marriage. She's looking at Belcalis herself. And this must be the year of change, because that's exactly where she's at. She's trying to do something new. I think that Cardi is in a position of she's trying to rebrand herself, and she's trying to maybe rebrand her marriage and do things a little bit differently than she did at 23, 24, now at 31. And she is ready to start choosing things that are best for her and best for her children. But at the end of the day, we gonna talk about what's going on. And y'all know Cardi's feelings is hurt. She coming in as the Queen of Swords. Y'all know the Queen of Swords has been through some things emotionally with somebody that she deeply loves. She is having some shit going on, you know. She's feeling deceived in the state of her marriage. Like, yo, Offset ain't growing in this marriage. And I'm gonna tell y'all some other things as we go on in the reading that I saw that pulled up, and I'm a bit disappointed in Offset surrounding him. But not that I know him for real, but I thought that, you know, he was stronger than this. I thought that maybe he would get some help for himself, but I guess he didn't. Anyway, Cardi is maturing. She's maturing and she is trying to get beyond who old Belcalis was. Let me say, maybe the Queen of Swords was old Belcalis. Maybe she was old, old Cardi B, if you will. She may have been wild out, and you know, she's maybe trying to shed that old image of who she is, and now she's trying to show us Belcalis. And Belcalis doesn't like the things that are going on. She is looking to choose what makes her and her children happy. And I want to point out again, y'all, this damn card that represents children is coming up again. Although this could represent Cardi's two children, she's choosing what's best for her and her two children. Or this could be that she's pregnant again and she's deep into her emotions. But either way, Cardi is really deep at thought. And she is really truly thinking about what is going on in her marriage. Like her relationship is what is causing these cryptic tweets, these things that we don't understand, these posts that she posts and erase. And it's not about nobody else being able to get the one up and all of the I told you so, none of that, because at the end of the day, this girl was still chosen as someone's wife. So before you make fun of her situation possibly going awry, I want you to ask yourself the question, have you ever been someone's wife? Has anyone ever tried to marry you? Any of that. Before you judge this girl for being deep in her emotions surrounding what is going on with her marriage and the state of her marriage, and like where it's going. Like she's like, okay, I done dealt with all of this shit. We didn't fell apart and come back so many times. She's like, what the fuck is going on? What do I do? She's probably getting advice from her mother, or she's seeking higher advice from someone. But I want to point out again, y'all, the Queen of Cups is pregnant. Cardi truly might be pregnant again, and she may be in her emotions, which is causing her to be thinking about long term, like, look, it's time for this relationship to grow and change. Like, she is truly thinking about her marriage, her emotions, with the Queen of Cups showing up or deeply on the state of what's going on with her marriage. Because, like it or not, she loves her goddamn husband and she loves the relationship that they are in, but it's not going the way that a traditional marriage, or well, a traditional marriage in the way that she was brought up is supposed to be going. It's like a bunch of shit going on that she doesn't agree with. And although they've tried to work it out many, many, many times before, Cardi is like, yo, nigga, I'm tired of this shit. They are doing a lot of fighting, and Cardi, excuse me, is carrying a lot of burdens within this relationship emotionally. And there's a lot of fighting going on, a whole lot of struggle. And Cardi is like, yo, it's time to move on from this shit, or it's time for us to put some distance in between each other, because while she's not ready to completely dead the relationship with the Four of Swords showing up, she is at a space where she is Six of Swords energy. And Six of Swords means that there's some distance that's going to be put between them, so they may already be separated. um Cardi is definitely like not out of the marriage, but she's like, yo, something has to change. This shit that's going on, like, it's time to dead the shit that's going on, or we gonna have to keep separation between each other. And like I said, although she is still very heavily invested in her marriage working, shit has already hit the fan, but she's not ready to leave yet. She's not out the door. She's not gone. She's not at the space where she has maybe filed for divorce yet. There are legal separation papers, though, that are coming. And these things have upset Cardi deeply. These are things that she did not want to go through. She's not looking forward to divorcing her husband or losing him, but there are some things that have happened that are causing her to have to move in this way. Like I said, she's still there for her husband, still loves him, but she feels like this marriage ain't going nowhere no more. Like this consistent fight that they keep having, she's like, it's not worth it. It's continuing to happen. And whereas that they've done things to rekindle their marriage many, many times over and again, she's like, yo, how many times we gonna dance and be on this motherfucking shit? How many times am I gonna feel empty and incomplete in this marriage or in this situation? Because she loves Offset. And she's definitely talking about Offset because he is the Sagittarius in the situation. She's begun to doubt him as a man, like, because she's feeling like because she feels lonely and incomplete in the marriage. She's feeling like he's being selfish and full of only doing things to satisfy him. And I'm not saying with the Eight of Swords showing up, Cardi feels trapped, but she's trapped in the space of, damn, nigga, am I working on this marriage by my damn self? Am I the only one that's trying to make this marriage work? Am I doing everything by myself, you know? And she's also still dealing with, some things that have gone on, like the consistent embarrassment and the shit that comes out often about Offset. Not only that, Offset is still mourning Takeoff's death, and he is using that as his crutch. And that is the disappointment that I'm feeling with Offset. And again, it's not like I know them, but my disappointment is, why have you not reached out and gotten any help? Anyone who has had someone murdered very close to them like that, you definitely have to go and talk to somebody, because you will end up doing things to your relationship or to the people around you who are merely trying to help you. And that's exactly what's going on. Offset is reeling still from Takeoff's death, and he's not being who he once was to Cardi. And this is hurting her, and it's throwing their relationship in a downward spiral. And maybe this time, this is it. I, again, will say I'm rooting for Cardi B and Offset, but it's a thing of, as a woman, you have to choose what is best for you. And I know that Cardi understands that, yo, I know you miss your cousin, but do you miss your wife at the end of the day? And by miss your wife, I mean, does he? She's like, yo, nigga, do you miss me being there, us being in a good space? Because right now she's not in a good emotional space. Neither of them are. Neither of them are. If you interpret this, let's say we were reading just Offset. Offset is really still reeling from his cousin's death. And instead of him trying to disguise it like he's gotten over it and he's got a good handle on it and he's just going to wrap himself up in his family and that's all he's about, he is taking this shit out on Cardi in some kind of way. Now, I'm not saying he hitting her or no shit like that, but he is being mean to that girl. And that is hurting her. She's like, yo, who is this nigga? What happened? Like, what did I do? Like, she is like asking them questions. She like, it's like I'm on the outside looking in a marriage that you said you wanted to be a part of. And not only that, Offset's still being deceitful and deceptive about things, simply because of who he is. He's there for his children, but he's not being a husband to Cardi. He is very busy making very immature decisions, such as still being out here cheating and satisfying his own ego. And that is why Cardi is in the position of like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm working. I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm trying to provide for my family. I'm trying to put this album out. I'm trying to get this money. You know, he's got this excuse of Knight of Pentacles reverse. He's putting it on work. He's pretending that he's at work all the time. But Cardi knows better. She knows that he's out here fucking around. She knows that while there is work, there is play going on. And with the Lover's card, the Knight of Cups and Three of Cups showing up, he, while also using work as an excuse to get out and cheat, he is still leaning on Takeoff's death. He's hooking up with somebody that was there during that funeral, maybe. And I think that Cardi is aware of who this person is, and there's a silent battle going on between the two of them. And that is why Cardi is like, look, I don't know what to do. Nigga, what more do you want? Are we done? You know, she's asking him if he's done or if they are done, but he's in a state of being possessive with her as well. While he's out doing what the fuck he wants to do. He wants her to be a good mother and be in the house, and she's like, that's not fair. You know, you're criticizing me on certain things, but you out here doing what you want to do. And the thing is, like I said, with the Eight of Cups showing up, they may already be separated. But in the end, Cardi is going to have to choose what is greatest and best for her, because whatever is going on, that meanness and shit that he's doing is making her self-esteem fall, and she's going to have to choose what's greatest for her, because he going to keep on acting a fool. I'm not diminishing or minimizing the fact that he is missing his cousin. Um that's not necessarily the biggest issue for Cardi. She's trying to do everything that she can with the Ace of Swords showing up. She has done all that she can to try to help him heal beyond this tragedy, because it is fucked up to lose somebody in that manner. But at the same time, she knows that Offset is using this as one of his many, many, many crutches to do the things that he's doing. And Cardi is praying for some clarity in the situation, because the shit keeps going from bad to worse. It's like, yo, when I think I done conquered something else, here comes some more bullshit from this nigga, and it's just getting to be too much for her. She like, yo, what the fuck am I supposed to do? She's feeling really out in imbalance. She's out of balance. As a Libra, she doesn't know. She like, that's why she was saying, I'ma choose myself. I'm tired of holding people's feelings. Like, she's hurt. Because Offset over there doing dumb shit, honey. And while he feels like she may be stuck in the past on who they used to be, or he feels like she's stuck in the past regarding those relationships and those cheating rumors and shit, she's not. She's not being stuck in the past. She is moving forward and thinking about what the fuck she needs to do. Because right now, again, it appears that they are separated, y'all. It appears that they are separated. And whereas that it's not pointing towards immediate divorce, they definitely may not be in the same house together. And it may head that way because it shows that Cardi is planning. She's the she's the Queen of Wands with the Two of Swords. She's trying to figure out what her next move is, because she's tired of him. She's tired of the shit that he's doing. She's tired of that meanness that he's showing her. Like I told her, he's over there being mean to Cardi and saying and doing shit to her that she like, nah, nigga, enough. So she's trying to plot her moves and make her plans. She's making her plans and trying to make sure she makes the correct decision before leaving, because Cardi might be the one that's leaving the house, y'all. And she wants to make sure the shit's gonna be okay, because shit finna get ugly between her and Offset when the shit hits the fan further. They are going to be doing and saying everything to try to make sure that they keep the happenings of whatever is going on between the two of them. But no, y'all, it's getting ready to get real ugly between Cardi and Offset. With the Ten of Pentacles coming in reverse, that's family disputes and money fights over money. Six of Pentacles reverse, that's a shift in the power dynamic. That somebody has left the house. So they are really going to be going at each other. And while it's not going to be no, let me just say it like this. It's not going to be a quick process. Cardi may make it look like, oh, we're getting along and things are going to move as smoothly as possible. This divorce is going to drag out. It's going to become a thing of them trying to tear each other's character down publicly. And it's going to turn on Offset, because it's going to look like he was the one that was doing the most in the situation, because he's going to make it look like I was unhappy in a marriage. I was in an unhappy marriage and she wasn't making things. He's going to criticize her character and say that she was being guarded and living beyond her means, and he's going to make it look like she ain't got the paper that she not pretends to have, or maybe she states to have without him. It's going to really become a very, very back and forth, he said, she said, tear down battle between the two of them before it's over. And in the end, it's all because both of them are sad because they're about to lose each other. And I just really want to root for them because I do like Cardi and Offset together, honey. But when you have had enough, enough is enough. And that is where Cardi is. Her heart is broken and she can't take it no more. Offset over there being mean and got the audacity to still be cheating and using his cousin's death as a crutch to be doing shit. No, that girl done had enough. And on the other side, maybe he feels like Cardi can't give him what he needs at this moment. And I'm trying to tread very lightly because it's ignorant for anyone to take this stance, especially if it's a situation where you've been with this person for this long. And then when something tragic happens, this is when this new character is unlocked. No, sir. No, sir. But that's where Cardi is with it. She like, he over here talking shit, being mean and trying to say I'm doing A, B, C, D, and E. But what are you doing? You're causing the fights because you're in and out of the house all of the time. You're the one running in and out, doing shit and starting projects and not finishing them. Cardi is in a space where her heart is broken. She doesn't want to leave her husband, doesn't want to be without him, but she is going to leave because she's like, you started this marriage. You're going to leave it unfinished. You're going to leave it with no closure. You decided that you're going to dip out on the family or you're not here. You're so unhappy. Well, let's call it an end, my nigga. And that's the end of this tarot reading.